Oi oi, Roger Retro Gamer here. Hello. I've just done my video, my VR response to Retro Bait, and while I was up there I thought, ooh, be interesting to see what would be my top 10 PlayStation 2 games. So as I'm scanning through them, I eventually whittled it down to 10. I mean, again, PlayStation 2, it's a cracking console. I have thinned out the collection over the years big time. I was at about 600 and something titles for the PlayStation 2, but love me green spines, more into Xbox, and so over the years I must have thinned out probably 300 and odd titles, and just kept pretty much all the titles that weren't available already in a better form um, on the Xbox. So whittling through, pulled out some cracking titles, and I thought I'd share these with you. Now, again, PlayStation 2, a bit like the PlayStation 1, so many great IPs on there. Really, you could pick out 10 for each genre of games, but I've tried to pick out what have good, deep, nostalgic feelings for me. So, and first of all, we go to 24, the game. Now, my mum's fella, love you, Timmy, babe. Rest in peace. Fond memories of watching 24 with him and also playing the game. And he loved his PlayStation 2. And this brilliant title captured the feeling of the series and the movies. But real suspense, thriller. It's brilliant. Really good. Still get that ringing, every time I look at the box, that doop, 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 before the break in the episode or at the end, when it jumped to the next hour. But yeah, 24 the game, cracking title. Probably not going to be in many people's top 10, I would have thought, but you never know. And this is my top 10, so it's all good. The next one, Street Fighter. This, at the time, PlayStation 2 was out, and loads of stellar titles, 3D fighters. Mortal Kombat lost its way a little bit on the PlayStation 2, I think. But this was, if you like, a rehash of retro Street Fighter. Actually had the movie on there, the animated movie on there as well. So, but Street Fighter, what was not to like? And even then, in the early 2000s, I mean, I still don't think, as a 2D fighter, there's only two, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, to this day. The nostalgia, most of us could pick this up and almost play through it, You soon learn your moves. I was always a Chun-Li, but you could pick up most characters and remember a lot of the moves for. Brilliant game. Not usually my sort of cup of tea, but on the PlayStation 2, I'll give it a fair crack and absolutely loved it. And now I usually like to go in sort of go my own path in games, open worldy, sort of story driven, but this was very much kind of getting you by the scruff of the neck, and if you don't do it our way, stealth, you're not going to get very far. And I've got the standard version. This is the extra substance, but brilliant game. Really give it a fair go, and I loved it on the Xbox as well. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, great game. Then no one can deny, and I dare say this is in many people's top 10, but Shadow of the Colossus, brilliant game, absolutely awesome, and a great package as well. Got art cards and whatnot. It's going to be something special. 99% of PlayStation 2 games didn't get special editions, but you know, so to get a special edition game on the PS2, you know, it's something a bit special, got Ico as well. That's up there. Again, quality game, but Shadow was really that. I mean, that could have quite easily come out on PS3 if it didn't on PS2, and we'd have all still thought it was great. But yeah, brilliant game. Next, we'll have some of that. The Getaway, brilliant game. I mean, all these are top quality, stellar titles. Fond memories of this, playing this game with Lee during the week. My old mucker would be out boogieing Southend or wherever the mood took us of a weekend, and during the week it'd be round here playing pool or playing PlayStation somewhere. And The Getaway, oh, brilliant. We need a remake of this, not just a rehash, but an absolute The Getaway for the current gen. Oh, it'd be amazing. Watch Dogs is pretty good, I must admit, but we need some of that, the proper London accents going on, and yeah, brilliant game. I recommend all these games. You know, you've probably all got them in the collections, but definitely brilliant. Ratchet and Clank, great humour. I must admit, I'm really tempted by the new one. No doubt the other half will get a PS5 at some stage for the new Ratchet and Clank, but the original Ratchet and Clank series, really great fun, and it just proved that the PlayStation could do fun, humour, platforming, collectathons. It weren't just for the Nintendo consoles, but Ratchet and Clank, another cracker. Back in the day, I didn't bother with that silly little cube kids toy games machine. So my only way to play Resident Evil 4 was when it eventually released on the PS2, and what a brilliant game. This is the Steel Tin edition. I've got the standard edition as well, but wow, brilliant. And I keep meaning to pick up the 4, 5 and 6 on the Xbox One to just play through them. I'm currently playing through The Village and absolutely loving that. It's really good. It really is a sort of a nostalgic kick from Res Evil 1 and a bit of 2 as well. But yeah, so Resident Evil, I'm sure that's going to be, got to be, and a lot of people's top 10. And then for me, the top class PlayStation platformer collectathon, what a duo, eh? Jak and Daxter, brilliant. Again, that just showed, you know, platforming wasn't just for Nintendo consoles. Great humour, and if it was me, I would rather Jak and Daxter back instead of Ratchet and Clank. But both are great, but for me, Jak and Daxter was much better humour. It was from the Naughty Dog, so Crash Bandicoot creators, but yeah, brilliant title. Now we're getting on to the serious stuff, you know, the hardcore, what PS2 was about, and this was about driving the cars you've only ever dreamed about. Gran Turismo 4, wow, absolute cream of the crop, and as good as the series got, I think. Number 1, 2, 3. I mean, 3, I've got the special edition console to go with it, but number 4 was just amazing. Amazeballs. Everyone should have this in the collection. Only ever bettered by Forza. in my opinion. But for the PlayStation 2, Gran Turismo 4, top stuff. Now, some top-notch titles there, but this one really just blew me away. It was a system seller, and a lot of people are going to go for another title in the series, but I'm going for this one. Everything about this one, the music, the 80s Miami Vice sort of vibe to it, you know, absolutely brilliant. It's a legend of a game, and I don't think it's been bettered. I really think, forget all this GTA 6 malarkey, just a brand new one of this with up to date graphics and just banging that proper old school 80s vibe to it. That's all we need. But yeah, that's my number one in my top 10 for the PlayStation 2. Many top series or games, if you like, I've missed out. Things like God of War, Call of Duties would be up there as well. Even The Godfather. Wow. Scarface is another one that's really good. The Warriors. The list is endless. As soon as you start thinking, you know, what else could you put in there? Yakuza. To me, SmackDown games. The WWE Smack or WWF SmackDown games. They could be in there. The Lara Croft, Tomb Raiders, Manhunt. My PS2 games are actually on the shelf unit that's right behind. As I say, I'm only left with about 250 or so now. We've got Devil May Cries, we've got Draken Guards, Final Fantasies. You're never going to catch me putting a Final Fantasy in the top 10, unfortunately. I do appreciate brilliant games, but just not for me. We've got Kingdom Hearts, Killzone, the rest of the Grand Theft Auto series, Gran Turismos, Forbidden Siren, Silent Hills, Shinobi, all the Tom Clancy ones, Time Crisis, the different Resident Evils, even the Prince of Persia's. They were really good. Got the trilogy sort of box set, Onimusha's, so many, even Rumble Roses. Now I'm going a bit silly. The Vimto's going to me, and the bloody heat. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know what you guys think about PlayStation 2. What's your top 10s? Retrobait put up a great sort of question, asking what the top 10 PS1 games were in your collection, or your best PlayStation games ever, and I found that really difficult. With the PlayStation 2, thankfully, where I thinned it out, it's made it a lot easier. I've only got what means anything to me. And as I say that, I'm looking at Silent Hill 2, 3, Soul Calibur 2 and 3, Spyros, Medal of Honors. Yeah, it's a great system, but for me, it's all about the Xbox now. But yeah, still got great love for it. Anyway, let us know what you think. All the best for now. Take it easy. Goodbye.